Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to your playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is a join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that. Well, first things first, just in case you hear a lot of sound and a lot of music, a lot of modulation in the background, there are a lot of parties around my community today. We're having a long weekend in Zambia right now because of the trade fair. So most of the people have decided to have their chilangamulilos, matevetos, and a bunch of things regarding weddings and celebrations today, this Saturday. So if you hear some sound and music in the background, that's where it's coming from. Seems like the internet is having a public party. So yeah, that's just a disclaimer if you hear that in the background. In the meantime, Mozambican president is in the country. President Hakainde Hichilema welcomed him to be the guest of honor at this year's trade fair happening right now in Indora. And he's been in the country since, should have been 2 days ago. Yeah, pretty much, I think since Thursday or late Friday. That's when he landed in Zambia, so he's been in the country since then. And today is when they went to Ndora. That's President Hakainde Hichilema, and then the Mozambican president went to Ndora to officiate at this year's trade fair. That's the first lady of Zambia, Muthinda Hichilema, and the one from Mozambique on the far left there. This was the time that they were welcoming them at the airport. President Hakainde Hichilema, Secretary to the Cabinet Patrick Kangwa, Muthinda Hichilema, First Lady. Those are the ones that you see on screen there. And this was the time that they were receiving them at the airport today. So this is the time when Masara coming to the airport. That's where President Hakainde Hichilema But earlier on, right before he went to Ndora, the Mozambican president also visited Edgar Chagwa Lungu. They had breakfast earlier on in the morning because the officiating of the ceremony in Indora at trade fair happened in the afternoon. So earlier on in the morning, he met up with former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu, and Edgar Chagwa Lungu's team put up this post. They say in a warm and reflective meeting, Zambia's sixth president Edgar Chagwa Lungu hosted Mozambican President Felipe Nyusi for a breakfast gathering on the morning of the President Nyusi's state visit to Zambia. The two leaders share a long-standing personal and professional relationship. Took the opportunity to reminisce and discuss matters of mutual interest and of their countries and borders of the SADC region. So these are the images that came from that meeting. That is the First Lady from Mozambique and the President of Mozambique, the breakfast that they had with former President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. This is right before he headed to Simon Mwansakapwepwe Airport in Indora to go and officiate that ceremony with President Hakainde Hichilema. So he decided to meet up with President Edgar Lungu in the morning. And that's where that statement is coming from. So this is during their meeting. A couple of pictures were shared and circulated online. Those are the ones you see. So this was in the morning, right before Ndola. But in a sad report, second Republican president, Frederick Titus Chiluba, was 40-year-old son arrested for burglary, and then the details are in the section. So it's very unfortunate. Former President FTJ's children seem not to be doing very well. So this is one incident that has rocked the nation, and people are offering different opinions. So that's the guy, that's the former head of state's son you see on screen there. So the details I'll give you in that. And this is not his first time having a run-in with the law. More details are coming out. So different public opinions are being shared to say, anyway, I'll give you the details. Let me read you the statement of what happened. So that's him. He was beaten earlier on, right before, by the time he was doing the theft. So this was reported by the UPND, Zambia. June 29th, 2024, police in Lusaka have arrested Frederick Chiluba, 40, of Ibex Seal Minwood area in Lusaka for the offense of burglary. Police's initial investigation revealed that the suspect broke into a house in Ibex Hill on June 29th, 2024, around 03 hours. The suspect, who gained entry into the house by bending the burglar bars of the window, was apprehended inside the house by the owner of the house. He is believed to have been together with two other suspects who managed to escape. Police officers were alerted and rushed to the scene, where the suspect was picked up and detained in custody. The suspect was identified as the son of the late Second Republican President of Zambia, Frederick Titus Chiluba. A manhunt for the other suspect has been launched. And Danny Mwade, Deputy Police Public Relations Officer. So that's the news that's circulating in the nation. Former President's son, the one that you see on screen there, was involved in that theft, that burglary. He was caught up, obviously beaten by the owner of the house. If not the police, no details have come out. If more comes out, I'll be pretty sure to update you with regard to that. Then a conversation was asked within the UPND post. When the UPND posted this post, someone said probably the state is supposed to take care of them. Then the UPND says, is it a responsibility of the state to take care of them or him? So that's the conversation. People are all over the place. Some are saying no, the state should take him to rehab and stuff. The others are saying no, the law should take its place. No favoritism, whether you are a son of the former head of state. If you break the law is supposed to be applied equally. So yeah, so different side of the story. I don't know what you think. But another side that was shared by Diamond TV Zambia, they say. So aside from the details of why he was arrested earlier on this morning, there's another side to say, this is reported by Diamond TV. They say in 2018, Lusaka Magistrate Court had sentenced and jailed Mr. Chiluba to 18 months imprisonment with hard labor for stealing a cell phone, which he later traded with drugs in Chibodia compound. So it seems like he's addicted to some sort of drugs. So most of the thefts that he's involved in as a way for him to get the fix so that he can pay for the drugs that he needs. So that's a side that has been shared to say this is not the first time he's been found on the bad side of the law. And yeah, so we wait and see how it plays out. But it's kicked out, started a conversation in the nation to say, is government supposed to get involved or just leave it there? And then obviously more stories are coming through. What is Edith Nawago says there, each time wants to jail a very strong opposition leader. She says there, this was posted by the Patriotic Front. Here's a video where she was making that statement.
Did that rally to take place? I think you noticed that there was not a single policeman nearby because they knew that the people of Kwacha wanted that rally to take off. And I mean, you saw it was very peaceful. We didn't need the police. But to answer us from sales, I spent a night at Chimbwagaila on a frivolous charge, and we are in court, but he thinks that every member of the opposition must go to jail. That kind of vengeance for a person who was in jail for 167 days is unprecedented. You expect him to have empathy, sympathy, and a direction where he unites the country. I don't know if he wants our first Republican president.
So that's Edith Nawakwi weighing in on national issues and offering a view there.
For once, they wanted that rally to take place. I think you noticed that there was not a single policeman nearby because they knew that the people of Kwacha wanted that rally to take off. And I mean, you saw it was very peaceful. We didn't need the police. But to answer us from sales, I spent a night at Chimbwagaila on a frivolous charge, and we are in court. But he thinks that every member of the opposition must go to jail. That kind of vengeance for a person who was in jail for 167 days is unprecedented. You expect him to have empathy, sympathy.